to follow the empire. Let's check out simultaneously what's going on in the Bronx, right? And then we're gonna check out what the people that are in charge of the Bronx are doing about it. This is just another day in the Bronx, you know. Just yesterday, a couple of kids got gunned down. 17-year-old kids stretched out on the street and shit. Probably some gangbanging niggas. More than likely some gangbanging niggas, for sure. Listen, when someone gets shot from the age of 13 through 22, under 25, gang shit. It's gang shit. It ain't drugs at that point. And if it's drugs, it's gang-related shit. Anyway, let's go. Let's check out the developing story in the Bronx.
Developing story in the city. Police are searching for the gunman who killed a 17-year-old. This happened just before 6:15 tonight in the Bronx in Mott Haven. And this is the second teenager shot this weekend. 9 other people have also been hurt in the gun violence over the past 2 days. CBS.
So I'm from right there. And my town is like right there on that bridge. So I kind of grew, the Bronx in here, it's only this is much separating us. Not so much, so the demographics is the same. So I can relate to the Bronx. Anyway, let's go.
Two's Tim McNicholas takes us to Mott Haven, where people say they're desperate for change.
Before flashing lights filled this neighborhood, before detectives filled Beekman Avenue, before all that,
since this killing,
Thomas Ford says he was just trying to walk home when he heard 2 gunshots near Beekman and East 141st.
So I ran back up there to see what happened, being that I had just left from up there. And when I got back up there, I seen some kid laying in the middle of the street with a bunch of people crowding around him.
That kid in the street was a 17-year-old who died from a gunshot wound to his chest. One of at least 9 people shot in the city.
Rest in peace and my condolences to this kid's family.
Over the weekend, including 3 in one incident in Cypress Hills Sunday morning, plus another shooting in Mott Haven, the same neighborhood where the 17-year-old was shot.
Well, I got kids myself, so I felt I didn't feel too good about it, seeing a young kid stretched out in the middle of the street like that.
While homicides are down citywide compared to last.
In America, I believe no one should see that. I believe in America, you should live your whole life without seeing a 17-year-old kid stretched out anywhere. Unless it's in a hospital bed because of a tragedy, not a shooting.
Year, they are still up 30% compared to pre-pandemic levels. At the end of September 2019, there were 237 murders. So far this year, 300.
It's not pre-pandemic levels, it's pre-defund the police levels. Okay? It's pre-defund the police levels because the pandemic didn't have the same effect where people were not defunding the police. So please, spare me the bullshit. This is why you're here, guys. Because I decode the bullshit.
109.
Some people were saying it was fireworks, and I knew it wasn't.
An unsettling reality for Ford and his neighbors.
I almost wanted to jump for cover myself, to be honest with you. It was a little nerve-wracking.
Police are still looking for whoever shot that 17-year-old here on Beekman. Detectives say 5 people in ski masks took off running from this block right after the shooting. They were headed west toward Oak Terrace. In the Mott Haven section of the Bronx, Tim McNicholas, CBS 2 News.
They are having fun out there. They are having a lot of fun in the Bronx. When these kids get old, man, they're gonna have stories to tell. And this bimbo, this happened today, while the Bronx is in flames, she's here talking to bankers. This woman doesn't care, dude, about these kids getting shot. It's sad, it's so sad. You know, why are you talking to bankers? You represent the Bronx, man. The Bronx. Forget about the banking, bro. Get to the fucking criminality of these people. They're killing each other if you really care about them. But she's not really a Bronx bitch. She can't relate. But okay, while this is going on, while the Bronx is on fire, let's check out where her mind's at.
A woman from New York, Ms. Ocasio-Cortez, is now recognized for 5 minutes.
Thank you, Madam Chair.
Did she call her an amazing woman? Did she do that?
The gentlewoman from New York.
Oh, the gentle. Oh, she's so gentle.
The gentlewoman from New York, Ms. Ocasio-Cortez, is now recognized for...
She's so gentle that she's a spokesperson for the no bail law, which means those 5 kids that shot that guy in the chest, when they do get arrested, they're gonna get released to further terrorize the families or whoever called the cops on them or whoever the hell they want to terrorize. Let me tell you something about 25-year-old kids through 14, right? That makes them think. They don't think too far ahead, man. They think tomorrow, tonight, next weekend, next Friday. Don't take their Fridays and they won't shoot you in the face. But if you take their Fridays, yeah, it's that simple. Take their Fridays, they won't shoot you in the face. But if you give them their Fridays, they're gonna stab you up, man, and then go, then they're gonna go do that, what I just did, on top of your kid's grave and put it on the internet. If you think I'm exaggerating in any way, you're asleep.
5 minutes.
Thank you, Madam Chair, and thank you to all of our witnesses who are here testifying today. I want to dive a little bit into the Paycheck Protection Program and a bit of what we've seen afterwards. I have one of 3 reports here that I'd like to present today, a Forbes report detailing some...
She's tackling the Paycheck Protection Program, going against bankers. The bartender, the 27-year-old, 27-year-old bartender, it's probably like what, 32 now, 33, tackling bankers. Let's see how this goes.
The revenues that banks have made during the Paycheck Protection.
You think with the problems in the Bronx, I'm gonna be talking to bankers about fucking check protect? I'm gonna make sure people are getting checks before anything. Make sure these people are working and not dying. First things first, but nah, it's about going against the bankers. I know what this is about. It's because it gets more publicity. But anyway, I'll shut the fuck up.
Program, and also digging into a little bit of the fact that when it comes to loan forgiveness, Small Business Administration recently opened a portal for small business owners to appeal directly with them.
Loan forgiveness. I don't know what it has to do with the Bronx. The Bronx isn't people aren't going to. I said I will be quiet. I'm sorry. I will be quiet.
For forgiveness. Chase, Bank of America, and PNC have opted out of that direct program. Is that correct, Mr. Dimchik, Mr. Diamond, and Mr. Moynihan?
I believe so. I'm not aware of it. I'm not aware of it.
Okay, so for your awareness, your banks have opted out of Paycheck Protection Program forgiveness,
Excuse me, that is incorrect.
With the portal with the SBA. Thank you. I was trying to finish my sentence. Now, I would like to zero in a little bit on Bank of America. Mr. Moynihan, are you aware of how many PPP loans your bank has facilitated on behalf of its customers?
About 400, almost 500,000, and 95% are forgiven or repaid already. Mm-hmm. And we're finishing up the rest of them.
How many of those loans, in terms of the percentage, have those loans been forgiven in full, as opposed to in part?
The ones that are forgiven are mostly, vast majority be forgiven
in full. What we're starting to see here with some reporting in The Intercept, and this is just one reason why I was curious about the numbers, is that we're starting to see that Bank of America is refusing to forgive some PPP loans in full, but in terms of the portal that Bank of America has set up, it's very difficult to appeal these decisions. And in fact, what we're seeing is that Bank of America had pre-populated a forgiveness amount in their portal, sometimes drastically lower than small business owners had anticipated and had qualified for. And in instances where these small business owners have documentation, there's very little recourse or appeal. Does your portal make it easy to appeal their decisions so that after 2 attempts, the SBA can then take over the case?
Borrowers can appeal. 95% of loans are forgiven and repaid today, so we're only talking about 5% of loans, and a substantial part of those are going through the appeal process as we speak. And so the borrowers can appeal, and we're in the process of finishing up that last 20,000 or so loans. It's a small amount of loans, and they're finishing.
And to
the process.
certify that 95% is a full forgiveness amount percent?
Forgiveness and repayment. Some of them,
Full forgiveness, not partial.
the vast majority are full forgiveness, but I can get the data to you.
So is the 90, I apologize, not to, belabor the point, but is that 95% a partial loan forgiveness or a full loan forgiveness rate?
They're getting what the borrowers are applying for the forgiveness entitled in the program. 95% of them have gone through or repaid, and the vast majority of them are full forgiveness, but they're entitled to what the program designed. The government designed the program, and we implement the program very short notice. 500,000 people, 10,000 people working on this program.
And
Easter weekend working on the program to help those borrowers at the time. And so we're finishing that up. It's just let the process go. And a lot of what you're reading, frankly, is not the facts because it's old. It doesn't understand how the math works. And so just give us some time. We'll give you the facts and you'll see it.
yeah,
It's all
so
in the public.
what is the reason that Bank of America chose to opt out of the SBA portal?
I can get somebody to give you that. I have no idea of whether, I told you before, I'm not sure we did or didn't, and I have no idea why they would have made the decision, but we are processing loans as fast as anybody.
Okay, and I'm sorry, I'm just...
What she's doing is making a fool out of herself by being unprepared, going up to these fucking bankers, bro, that don't make fucking mistakes, dude. Mistakes for bankers cost money. Read a fucking economy book. Who's gonna make a mistake? Bimbo AOC and Congress, that's gonna be there for life because people in Bronx are gonna keep dying and voting her in, or a banker that if he makes a fucking mistake he's fired and now he goes from rich to being, oh man, I'm gonna shoot myself, because that's what they do. A lot of these guys fuck up and commit suicide. I have a lot writing and I'm making mistakes. So of course she's unprepared. I haven't even seen this shit before, but I knew it wouldn't be good for her because anything that pops up makes it look stupid. Let's keep. Maybe she cleans it up. Let's see what happens. Maybe she cleans it up and makes me look stupid. Even though AOC has never done that in her whole life, I do things live on this woman all the time. She's great for content.
Having a tough time. This is about $25.2 billion in loan amounts in your bank, correct? And
Not anymore. No, it's down.
but at one point in time, and so we are looking. And so you're uncertain as to why the bank has not chosen to enroll in the SBA portal?
I said we will get you the information. The amount of loans we have left on this thing is a billion or so. It's down to very little amount.
No worries.
It's all paid back. It's all through. The team did a great job, and we're happy to supply the information to you.
All right, we look forward to it. Thank you very much.
The gentlewoman from
She wasn't prepared. No bias, no nothing. No bias, no nothing. You just wasting time, wasting everybody's time, getting nothing done, making herself famous while the Bronx is burning. I'm gonna leave it at that. You guys saw it, bro.